All right. So, one of the questions, and it's interesting because this is a question that I get asked often, but I get it asked during presentations, live events, and webinars. It's not a question I get emailed a lot. But during like we had a webinar on Saturday, we had a class on Saturday, and I got this question. We had about 7,000 people sign up. It was a big event. And I just got tons of people asking me this question. And I want to explain to you that there's a better question to ask. So the question is, what's the best trading platform for stocks and options? What do I recommend? I mean, there's Tastyworks, there's Thinkorswim, there's Interactive Brokers, there's NinjaTrader, there's Robinhood now, there's TradeStation. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on and on. So the question is, which one should you use? What's the upside? What's the downside? What's better for you? What's worse for you? Let me explain to you what you're dealing with. There's multiple factors that you're dealing with. The first factor you're dealing with is some of these platforms are newer. And what a lot of these manufacturers are doing is they're packing in as many tools as possible within the platform. And what that does is it bloats the platform up. Okay? So what's best depends on what you're looking for. Okay? That's a very, very subjective question, and I'll explain why. If you want a platform that's fast, that's one thing. If you want a platform that has as many tools as possible, that's entirely different thing. If you're looking for a platform that's the most stable, that's something different as well. So the question is, and then what about the actual brokerage firm? Who gets the best fills? That's another conversation altogether. So when you ask me, Roger, what's the best trading platform for stocks and options? It's not an easy question because each of these platforms has an upside, has a downside. It just depends on what you're looking for. It depends on what you're looking for. So let me give you some frameworks to help you decide what to do, what to trade with, what platform you should go with. Number one, they're all good in terms of trade execution. They're all using the same type of computers. The only difference is Fidelity. Fidelity uses their own market makers. They don't farm out their market makers to third parties like Pershing and other clearing firms that clear the trades. That's who the broker uses to do all the back end, like fill the trade, report the trade. Fidelity has their own because they're so big. So when you trade with Fidelity, I've noticed sometimes with options, I'll get slightly, and I mean slightly, better fill. Very small, almost no difference. Definitely no worse. Otherwise, it doesn't seem to make a lot of difference. And most of the time, don't compare your fills one off with something else. Do 10 trades, 15 trades, because what will happen is you'll see some order execution platforms give you better trade execution, and others slip, and then they'll make up. We've seen this because we've used several, and sometimes we'll have 5 trades where E-Trade, for example, will just absolutely destroy everybody's fill. And then the next 5 trades, it'll give us the worst fill. So don't look at it in isolation in terms of quality of fills. And all of the major ones, they all have great fills. Thinkorswim, Tastyworks, TradeStation, NinjaTrader, they're all good. They're all good. So in terms of fills, you're not really going to get something much better than the other. But this is where the problem lies: the nimbleness, how fast, how easy it is to use and execute. So again, let me give you some framework. TradeStation, Thinkorswim, NinjaTrader, they've got the most tools. The odds are you'll end up using less than 5% of all the tools that they offer. I can probably count on both hands how many tools I use total. Once you start using certain tools, certain indicators, you end up sticking with them. Don't go indicator shopping. That's the shiny light syndrome. You want to avoid that, okay? So all of these trading execution platforms have basic tools. the more complete it has, the more tools it has, like Thinkorswim, TradeStation, the ones that have advanced tools, they'll be slower because the platform will be bulkier and it has more issues, and they have to update it more frequently. So more tools, slower; less tools, faster. Interactive brokers, not a lot of tools, very fast, cheap prices. So again, it's a matter of finding the one that has the least amount of tools that you could live with. If you need all those tools, go with Thinkorswim, go with TradeStation, go with NinjaTrader. If you don't need a lot of tools, go with Tastyworks, go with interactive brokers. E-Trade, they're fine. They're fine. So again, there is no such answer as what's the best trading platform. It's what's the best trading platform for what you're looking to do. Are you looking to use a million indicators? Interactive brokers is not going to make you happy. E-Trade's probably not going to make you happy. Thinkorswim, TradeStation, you'll be blessed. So again, if all those tools get in your way, if they make you feel uncomfortable, if they overwhelm you, if you're not used to a lot of technical tools, Robinhood, interactive brokers. So again, it all depends on what you're looking for. There is no best trading platform. Which ones do I use? Fidelity, Thinkorswim, Tastyworks is great. We use all of them. It just depends on what we're looking to achieve. Don't get caught up in trading platforms unless you're day trading or being very active, because that's when speed is a major factor. If you're not day trading, if you're not getting in and out right away, then these factors shouldn't take that much into account. So again, figure out what you're trying to achieve. Figure out what your biggest problems are, and then tell me about that, and then I'll give you recommendations on the best platform for your needs, because everybody has different needs. Some of you have slow computers, slower internet. A platform that's more nimble, that's faster, would be better for you. But let's say you have the latest computer and you have the fastest internet and you're a programmer and you've been doing that for 30 years. Well, in that case, I could definitely recommend a different one for you. So again, any questions, concerns, comments, send me an email. Excuse me. Wow, this thing is so big, it's getting in my way. Send me email, roger@wealthpress.com. Would love to hear from you. Subscribe to our channel, like our channel, post under the channel, and I'll respond to your feedback. Talk to you guys later. Have a great day. And remember, there is no such thing as the best platform. It's the best one for you. Talk later.